What is going on, members of the Shy Guy Squad and others? Welcome to a different type of video for the channel. Today, me and my good friend MysticUmbreon are going to count down the top 5 best competitive Pokemon from Generation 6.
What's up, Shy Guy Squad? My name is Mystic, and I've known Dan for about 3 years. If you know the Dark Gengar, then you are a true sub, and remember me being on there a few times. Anyways, these Pokemon are really good for competitive battling from Kalos, but are also really good in the Gen 7 format. So, yeah, I'm really rusty at competitive. Okay, so number 5 is Aegislash. This Sword and Shield combo is an Ubers for a reason. These stats, and well, King Shield. King Shield lowers the Pokemon's attack by 2 stages if Aegislash catches them in this trap, making even the strongest physical attackers useless. Spamming this became truly annoying in the OU tier, so they brought it up to Uber so people wouldn't have to deal with it. On top of King Shield, if this thing can get off some Swords Dances, you better have a defensive Pokemon that can at least take one Shadow Sneak, because this thing wrecks with that combination. What else made this Pokemon so great is the stance change ability, meaning whenever Aegislash is in its defensive stance, it would have 150 base in each of its defenses, and as soon as it attacks, it will change to the Blade form, where its offenses are 150 each. And with those scary offenses and defenses, being a ghost type for spin blocking and generally annoying and controlling the OU tier, it got banned. But all in all, a truly great Pokemon, but because it's banned, we can't push it up on the list.
For this next spot, we have a very interesting and unique Pokemon because of its interesting typing that was requested for a long time. Meet Vulcania, the last legendary added into the Gen 6 games. What makes this Pokemon so good is not only its legendary stats, but also its ability Water Absorb, which makes it a great contender to take on most bulky water types like Milotic, Blastoise, and others. It is also an excellent answer to Azumarill, as its fire typing gives it a resistance to Fairy, and as mentioned before, Water Absorb makes it immune to water attacks. Volcanion also got a funny move all to itself known as Steam Eruption, which is basically the baby of Scald and Hydro Pump, and let it be known, this packs a punch. Volcanion became even more viable in Gen 7 with the addition of Z-moves, allowing Volcanion to use Bloom Doom from Solar Beam to instantly wipe out those water ground types that can wall it.
From Kalos, we received another incredible legendary. And yes, I know this list is starting to look a bit legendary heavy, but they are called legendary for a reason. Now, DNC is great, don't get me wrong, but it exceeds with its Mega, which we aren't including. So I'm of course talking about Koopa, but not its Psychic Ghost confined form, Koopa Unbound. The Psychic Dark type is such a huge threat in the OU tier, with its monstrous attack stats and access to Hyperspace Fury, which breaks through Protect with Dark Stab, being one of the scariest stabs in the game. Of course, there are those pesky fairy types to resist, but do not fret. Koopa has an insane move pool in terms of coverage. It has access to stuff like Gunk Shot, Drain Punch, Energy Ball, Ice Punch, and even Signal Beam for itself. Now, it may not be all that bulky with its base 60 defense and U-turn laughs at it, but the problem is, if you aren't faster and this thing hits you, you're going to take a lot of damage. Koopa is surely a great threat given to us from Gen 6, and to make bad even worse, pair this thing up with Tapu Lele to power up its Psychic Stab and protect it from priority for a couple turns. Have fun!
So if you guys watched the video on Mystic's channel and Raiso's channel, you know that Greninja is the best starter for the Kalos region, and in Mystic's video we mentioned Protean. Protean is its hidden ability and God does it wreck. Any move on Greninja becomes Stab. For example, with Ice Beam, Greninja becomes an Ice type with Ice Stab, being able to dish out more damage than regular Torrent Greninja. That's one heck of an ability, along with its great stats. Greninja was originally OU when X and Y first debuted, but after a while it got moved up to Ubers because of its new tutor move in Aura's Gunk Shot. This took care of its fairy weakness and turned this into a monster terrorizing the OU tier. But it's a good thing it's back now in Gen 7 with Protean and its terrifying form Ash Greninja. In Gen 7, Greninja got a new ability to play around with, and that ability is Battle Bond, granting Greninja access to its anime counterpart. After Greninja knocks out any opposing Pokemon in battle, it is transformed and its stats are raised by an immense amount. Its attack and special attack stat is raised by 50 base each, and it gets even faster. Battle Bond also makes Water Shuriken stronger, but forces it to only land 3 times. Now you can say it gets walled by Tapu Fini and Toxapex, but you have a team with Greninja. You can only play around this frog for so long before it takes your team down with Protean or Battle Bond. And to wrap up our list as the best competitive Pokemon to come out of Kalos is none other than the order Pokemon Zygarde. Now Zygarde is an interesting Pokemon, as when we first saw this thing it was just kinda there. Nothing too special about it other than getting access to, Aura Break, which only nullifies the abilities of Xerneas and Yveltal. But in Gen 7, this Serpentine Dragon got what it needed, and that, my friends, is the new move 1000 Arrows, as well as the two new forms in Zygarde 10%, the Fast Frail Dog, and Zygarde Complete, which is banned. For those of you who don't know 1000 Arrows, it is a base 90 ground type move, physical, that allows you to hit flying types and Pokemon with the ability Levitate. This move has no immunities as a ground type move, and I mean sure you can switch in your grass type to take the arrows, but you still have to worry about the potential Dragon Dance, Outrage, and if you're extra cheeky for Draft League, it can carry Sludge Wave as its special attack isn't that bad, and with these new tools, we agree that Zygarde is the best competitive Pokemon to come out of Generation 6.
So we did a best team for Kalos where we take 6 Pokemon from the X and Y Pokedex and turn it into the best possible team we could put together. Though it is not the best because people have their own opinions, we think it's pretty dang good, so check it out if you want a team that can do well for you in Pokemon X and Y.
Thank you guys so much for watching our top 5 best competitive Pokemon from Kalos with MysticUmbreon. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and let me know in the comments, did you guys enjoy this and what do you think are the best Pokemon for competitive from Gen 6. Also, while you're at it, and if you found this video either helping or enjoyable, why not hit that subscribe button, as it is greatly appreciated, and I hope to see you all in the next video.